So excited to be launching The Link today. The Link is a resource for nonprofits. Over the last couple of years, we've been gathering your ideas about what you need. You came together, you prioritized what you thought was important to the community, you did all the hard work, and decided what resources we needed to make our sector stronger. The Link is the first step in bringing all of this work together. It will create even more collaborations. It will allow us to work together more effectively and efficiently. It has data, it has information to help you link and collaborate. It tells the story of who we are and what we do, and it will help us measure our impact. This tool is definitely unique, and Northeast Florida is the only place in the country that has rolled it out on a regional basis so far. We're ready to present this to you and make it your new best friend, and we hope that you will take full advantage of all the potential that it has. It's definitely a powerful tool, and so to avoid overwhelming you today and keeping me here for many hours, we're going to walk through some of the capabilities that it has. We'll take your questions at the end, and we're going to follow up with webinars and in-person trainings, which you have some information about on the table scattered around the room as well. So those will go in a lot more depth on how to use the link. So with that being said, we'll get started with the tour. The web address for the link is www.thenonprofitlink.org, and if you have a smart device with you, especially if it's Apple-based, feel free to bring it up and scroll along with us. The first thing we're going to look at today is the shared resources section of the link. We heard from you over and over again that you needed a way to connect with each other. And if we continue our borrowing ideas from other companies, think of this as a Craigslist for nonprofits. If you go to this section, you'll be able to post needs that your organization has or available resources that you're willing to share with other organizations. This is your way to connect directly with each other. You don't need a middleman to make it happen. Once you create an account on the link, which is a very simple process, you can make a listing, select a category that it falls into, and browse for the resources that you need. Goods, services, human physical resources, whatever you need, that can all be placed here on the shared resources directory. The second part we want to show to you today is actually how your information shows up in the database. Each organization that files a 990 in Northeast Florida is already pre-entered into the link based on the information on your tax form. So the organizational overview will show the name of the nonprofit, which we're obviously looking at the Nonprofit Center's profile right now, all the contact information you can need, and your mission statement. Anybody who's affiliated with your organization can update and provide the current information, make any changes, and we act as the administrator, the gatekeeper, to make sure that there isn't spam or someone who wants to do you harm updating your information. We'll actually be able to approve all changes before they go public on the site. So when you get back to the office, go to thenonprofitlink.org, create an account, check your profile, see what it looks like. If for some reason you don't see yourself on there or have any questions, just let us know, and we'll take care of that as soon as we can. The second tab of your profile is actually about the programs that your organization provides. This comes, like I said, directly from your 990 form, but the beauty of it is that it's also customizable. So you can add programs that you've created since your last 990 was filed. You can update and add more detail to the programs that are listed here. The key is to make this as accurate as possible, because the more accurate the information is, the better story it tells, and the easier it will be to locate each other. All of the search features from the site pull information from the programs and overview tabs, so you want to make sure that this is accurate for your site. If you're a nonprofit that provides services in multiple locations and you don't want to just be listed at your headquarters, this is the way to put that in as well. Probably the coolest part of the link is actually the mapping components that it has. So this, for example, is zip code 32206, and it physically maps all of the nonprofits that are providing services in 32206. So if you're working in this zip code, or looking to expand into a new region and you want to see what else is going on there, or you're looking for a partner for a new program that you have, you can come to the map, see who's there, contact them, and make the connections that way. For example, I know we have our Habijax friends in the room. If I click here, it pops up and shows me who they are, what category of work they're working in. If I clicked on this link, it would take me to their organization profile as well. There's a legend at the top of the screen. that will tell you what all of the different icons mean, so you can see what type of organization you're looking for. And there's everything from Community Rehabilitation Center to SPAR listed on here, all categorized by the type of work that they're doing. Another cool part of the map that you can actually sort by legislative district. So for example, if I was going to go to Councilman Redmond and say, these are all the nonprofits that are operating downtown, I can actually select his city council district from here, press go, and it's going to give me all of the nonprofits in his district, and then I zoomed into downtown Jacksonville. So you can see all organizations that are doing work here. These pink icons mean there's more than one organization at the same address. So if you click on it, it will give you some more details about who's located there. This will be a great tool to use when we go to speak to our council members. And you can see it's done right now by federal, state, and local Jacksonville districts. One last mapping tool, and probably my favorite. The map actually will sort by a specific address to find all the nonprofits within a certain radius of that location. And all of the schools in all 5 counties are free entry to the system. So for example, here we took Eugene Butler Middle School, clicked on it, pressed go, and within 1 mile radius, these are all the nonprofits that are operating close to the school. So once again, if you know you're targeting a certain area, certain population, a certain part of the city, you can actually narrow it down and find even more information about your nonprofit colleagues. And the last part we're going to show you today is actually the project management side of the link. If you're working together with multiple organizations or even on a project within your own organization, the link can actually help you manage those projects. You can create groups, assign tasks, make new projects, set indicators, collect notes, and share resources. Here's a sample one that we made for the Nonprofit Center, and you can see, oh, I'm not logged in. That's not very helpful to you guys. So you can see from there what tasks we're working on, when the deadline is. Sorry, I can do more than one thing at once.
Steve at the same time.
You can see here it tracks your projects, your tasks, the resources that you're using, and assign tasks out that way. So that's going to be a really great way for us to connect with each other. One last thing, if we go back to the homepage, I do want to highlight the work that we've done of our own, building relationships and talking to our community partners about this. We've showed this to lots of people before we decided to move forward with it. And here are some of our community partners that offer complementary data or resources that will work with the link. So we want you to go and check those out as well. And finally, we want to thank our very special partners, the Community Foundation and the DuPont Funds. They've been with us from the very beginning, listening to all of us, supporting, convening, and finally sponsoring this with financial resources as well. We're so lucky to have both of the foundations in our community. Okay. So this is just a taste of what the link can do for you. It truly is insanely great. There's lots more to see and learn, and we look forward to testing it with you, sorting it, creating the story together. We have some handouts for you to take with you that list how to get started. The first thing you want to do is when you get back to the office, go to thenonprofitlink.org and create an account, check your organization's profile, and start making any updates that you need. We have webinars scheduled for Tuesday, February 21st and Tuesday, March 6th, as well as 2 in-person trainings on February 29th that our friends at the Malachi Washington Kids Foundation are going to be hosting for us in their computer lab. We'll go more in depth on how to use the site during those trainings, and our goal is really to get as much information as we can on here as quickly as possible, so please don't delay. Go back and use it right away. We'd love to hear your stories about how you've been able to use it successfully, and we're also available to answer any technical questions that you have. Just contact one of the Leahs, and we'll be happy to help you.